For those of you that aren't familiar with devolution, it's basically taking powers away from the government and giving it more powers to a conglomeration of councils. So you'll get this amalgamation of several councils, and eventually they want a mayor in, like Sadiq Khan. So imagine the whole country being divided up with lots of lovely Sadiq Khans. What a nice thought.
That was Rachel introducing a meeting that we held countrywide last July. We'd been sent some information from different people regarding devolution and some additional research that had been undertaken. I'll run through some of it in a little while, but first of all, I just want to talk about what's actually happening in Essex right now. I don't think many people actually know about this, but on Friday the 10th of January, Essex County Council are holding an extraordinary full council meeting to discuss devolution plans. For some reason, the government seemed to be wanting to push this all through quite quickly. All of Essex's county councillors have got to discuss whether they want to take part in the government's devolution priority programme, but they have got to let the government know whether they want to or not by the 10th of January. They make it sound so lovely, the government giving away their powers, but we all remember the 3 weeks to flatten the curve, don't we? A full copy of these Q&As can be found on the council's website, as well as the agenda document for Friday's meeting. All of the Metro mayors, with the exception of one, are members of the Labour Party. It is also public knowledge that a number of the Metro mayors are members of the Fabian Society, together with a number of those who are driving forward the devolution project. Not only is Sadiq Khan the Mayor of London, he is also the global chair of C40 Cities. There is a statement on their website which sets out the reasons why Sadiq Khan was given that role in 2021. It includes the fact that he introduced the world's first ultra-low emission zone. Was that really democracy in action? Obviously, you can find out all about C40 Cities by looking up their website, but this is just a list of the funders and partners that was produced in July last year, just to give you an idea of who they are. Another one of the many organisations that we were told about and discussed in our meeting last July was the CCAC, which is the Climate and Clean Air Coalition. The CCAC is a UNEP convened initiative, UNEP being the United Nations Environment Programme. CCAC have been partnered with C40 Cities since 2013. There is also the Forum of Mayors, which was formed through the UNECE. The UNECE is the Economic Commission for Europe, so yet more UN involvement. It states on their website that they support countries in the implementation of the 2030 Agenda and the Sustainable Development Goals. So no conspiracy there then. On the 30th of September 2024, the 4th Forum of Mayors was held in Geneva. Their website shows that one of their speakers was Tom Copley, who is the Deputy Mayor of London. They cover things like housing and land management, affordable housing, urban development, smart cities, no conspiracy, and land administration. After the forum, they issued a draft outcome entitled Cities Summit of the Future. It mentions the UN Pact for the Future, and everybody should do their own research about this one. They also stress that by 2050, they think that 70% of the world population will be living in urban areas. They've even got their own definition of smart cities, which it seems they've been talking about since 2015. There is also the Global Covenant of Mayors for Climate and Energy, and the Coalition for Urban Transitions. It's endless. So even though the affordable housing is not even affordable for most people, and the cost of living is going through the roof, don't worry, because the UN Climate Change News in 2018 stated that climate smart growth could deliver $26 trillion by 2030. This is the press release given by the UN Secretary General in September after the summit. It mentions that they should now move forward the agenda at local level, on the ground, in people's lives. So what do you think? Have you been asked about any of this? It's no wonder a lot of people are actually ditching their smartphones. You can see why now, can't you? Please let us know your thoughts by commenting below, and perhaps contact the leader of the council, because after all, he works for you.